Is it are Neanderthals racist? Like, is that a race?
I don't think we should start the video with that.
Neanderthals, though. Why not? Welcome back to Ghost Arcade.
Welcome back to Ghost Arcade. YouTube algorithm, please pick us up.
Please pick. We're working very hard.
Oh, of God.
You got us for the first episode of this series somehow. Like, let's keep that going.
Yeah. Come on.
But no, like, do you say Neanderthal or do you say Neanderthal?
Why would it be Neanderthal?
That's what I've heard. It is from now on. Tip top. Okay, so. I've heard that's we've been pronouncing it wrong. It's Neanderthal.
Neanderthal.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, yeah. We got to get this top. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Right.
So, you know, while you're pondering that, I will just explain to the audience. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm Casey.
I'm Anton. So this is the second time we're doing this.
Casey fucked up.
Casey fucked up so bad.
Casey fucked up. Casey's not happy about the fact that there's the fuck up and such.
Yeah.
But Casey fucked up.
Yeah.
It's tip top of the huge island.
Tip top of the
yeah.
huge
Is that
island.
just there's a star up there or
We did this already.
I know. We were just explaining that. We were just explaining that to our lovely audience.
Right.
But is that what
I don't remember. You just go up here and then you go in the hole? Is it?
No, I don't remember going in the hole because that's where Wiggler is.
That either.
And Wiggler.
Wiggler?
There's a Wiggler in there.
There's a Wiggler in there?
What the fuck? Have you ever played this game?
We played it like yesterday. I don't know how to remember this.
Me.
So yes.
Damn it.
Yeah, I got it. Yesterday, we recorded this playthrough, and we were like, cool, have a nice day, and then we kissed each other and we left. And then Casey's audio, I guess, got really like corrupted. It just like glitched out. So he had to not undo all of his progress because he didn't have like a backup save or anything.
Oh, it's just right here.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, he didn't have a backup save or anything. So he just replayed the entire challenge up to now in a day. Which is ridiculous.
In a night, realistically.
In a night.
And I mean, you could see it's exactly where we left off. No coins anywhere. All the stars should be the exact same as far as I believe. Yeah. I didn't.
If not, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, complain all you want. This man doubled his playtime for you.
I genuinely did feel awful. Like, it not only did I think like I had a great time recording, and therefore it usually comes out to like a pretty decent recording. Like,
oh sure, yeah.
Yeah, usually when we feel proud of it, like, I mean, I don't know if it's the same for you, but for me, like, when I leave and I'm like, yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's fun recording. Yeah.
Yeah, usually that like translates to it was like pretty entertaining, at least for myself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like it kind of double sucks because like I liked what we did, and
yeah,
you know, like if the video corrupted or something, we could at least like have our conversations like saved somewhere, but that's not what happened.
That is not, and I feel I tried my best. I honestly, I spent. Well, it's not my fault entirely, but there were things I could have done to save myself. Like I could have saved copies early on, but it is what it is. We're moving on. We're back where we left off before. So we have done these stars already, and you know what? Honestly, it might even make for better content for you guys. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we're here. We're
like that.
Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know, I kind of realized why I can get my voice so high now. Like, because like I've always considered myself having a genuinely high voice for a male. I kind of figured it out. Voice. You think so?
I feel like it's average, but also every man's voice sounds high to me.
But like,
because of my deep bellows,
fuck, I got a fucking
dumbass bitch.
You don't feel like I feel like I can hit pitches that most guys can't.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you can hit stuff I can't hit for sure.
Yeah, can you hit this pitch? It's so high up here.
You know, kind of like that.
Like very
I think I get it. No, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, genuinely, I think I've kind of figured it out. I've unintentionally trained my voice by meowing at my cats.
Oh my God, Casey! I don't know if that's. You think that would do it?
So I only say that because I saw a video today on Reddit from it was something kind of, like I think it was on r/damn that's interesting. At least I think. I can't remember for sure, but it was a trans girl who, like, I'm not sure how familiar you are, but trans girls do
they do voice
often
training.
Often will do voice training. For people who don't know, they will do voice training to like mimic cis female's voice. And one of them was like talking about how like meowing like a cat like is one of the methods they use to to get the voice they had or something like that. And the person had a very, very female passing voice. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I've always considered myself to be able to hit very high pitches for a man. And that's because, oh, God damn it. Where did that coin come from? That's bullshit.
Yeah, what the I didn't see a coin.
Yeah, fucking A. But, like, I've done that since I was, like, 3. I had a cat since I was 3. And I've always mimicked that meow, and apparently that is a way that at least this one trans person has found a way to mimic or train their voice.
It's such a specific way to do that.
I mean, maybe there's some science to it. Like, when I was doing singing lessons for a small amount of time, like, they were explaining, like, different vowel sounds well. Exercising your voice is very good for, training the air path and whatnot. There's something along those lines. So, I don't know, maybe there's something to it. Everyone, if you want a higher voice, meow. I don't know.
This has been brought to you by Ghost Arcade, the #1 source for voice training.
Fuck! I'm very good.
Wow. Jesus.
So
maybe
anyway,
maybe it's you just doing high-pitched fucking screams all the time.
I do have a temper.
Holy shit. It's terrifying.
What's great is my roommate is out of the house for the week. Or I think this week and next week. So I could be as shrill and annoying as I absolutely want to.
That's nice. I can do that because I live alone. But
you have neighbors.
Well, you have neighbors.
Yeah, okay. The difference between my neighbors and your neighbors are that my neighbors do not share a wall with me.
Well, it's just one wall. It's just the one wall.
God damn it. I'm not doing very well.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was like, well, we're re-recording. Like, we went through this already. It'll be a piece of cake. We'll probably get even further. This is proving to be false.
This is proving the lie detector proved that was a lie.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh.
Oh God. Okay. So how are you? How have you been?
I'm fine, man.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's.
I thought you were leaving it.
No, I'm just fine. I don't want to talk anymore.
Now I'm just fine, you fucking asshole. Trying to get in the way of me talking. Casey, fuck you. Sorry, I was playing you.
That was good, man.
Was that exactly what you sound like?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So what sucks is we recorded on your birthday, and I had this cute little birthday thing for you. We no longer have that. It is no longer your birthday.
Oh, can you do like a cute little day after your birthday thing?
Hey. It's the day after your birthday.
Is that real? Did you get a coin? Where's this coin?
I keep on. I think I need to take it slowly.
I think you need to just relax for a second.
You know what sucks is while I was replaying the game, I did the exact same things. Like I was in such a rush to finish it that I just kept on failing in the stupidest ways.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like it's extra frustrating. I think when you've already done it, and so you're like, I don't want to fucking deal with this right now.
Exactly. It's like I already know I'm capable.
Yeah.
So that's the ass thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no one's seen you do it, so except for me, obviously. So just take your time.
Yeah.
Show
So
'em-
no one important.
Show them all the cool strats.
Okay, I'm gonna skip that one for now.
Fuck you.
Oh fuck! I'm doing very well. Doing very well. So
Holy shit, man!
one thing I wanted to talk about from our previous recording.
I'm like kind of walking on eggshells here. I don't want to freak you out any more than you already are.
No, I'm not freaked out. I'm pissed off. There's a slight difference.
Okay, sorry. Just
One of them is I'm
Specific
disappointed
terms.
in what I'm doing.
in who I am as a person. You keep
Okay,
getting
okay.
that fucking coin.
Yeah, and the thing is like this coin must have a hitbox of fucking
Just
Adonis.
stop rushing it. Just like really go slow on that one.
Okay.
You know what? I'm sorry. Please
I-
keep your volume at a rate that we can edit it fine and well.
I'm sorry too. I'm the editor, so I'm gonna need you not to speak for Mr. Editor.
I'm trying to make your life easier. What the fuck you want from me?
Sanity. Sanity would be pretty cool. A little bit of sanity. Okay, but I was bringing up earlier. All right. So one thing I wanted to talk about that we talked about in the last recording, but not this one yet.
The
Is
fake one.
Yeah, that one.
Not fake.
That one.
The lost.
The lost
Episode.
video that no one will ever see.
Yeah.
It's part of some of the funniest content we've ever made. It sucks that you guys won't be able to hear it, but like, man, like, Red Skelton has nothing on this humor. Can you think of another funny guy? Yeah, see, I can't either.
No, there's only one funny
because no one
person.
would compare. No one would compare to us.
Right, yeah, I'm trying to think of who could possibly be as funny.
Yeah, I mean, freaking Red Skelton. Oh, I know, I already brought him up.
Who the fuck is Red Skeleton?
Red Skelton. He's a older comedian.
Red Skellington?
Skelton, I believe is how it's
Skellington?
pronounced. I believe he was like in the
Jack
George
Skellington?
Carlin era, who we also are funnier than.
I was about to say. Oh, wow. Casey.
Well, no, you don't those recordings. Those recordings that we
You're right. Yeah, you can't disprove it.
exactly.
It's true. It's a good point. Yeah, we are
Okay.
funnier than George Carlin.
So I've figured it out. I'm getting the coin.
You're getting
on-
that coin.
What? Actually, I thought it was this one on the
I
bridge.
thought so too.
What
Where
coin
is
am I
this coin?
getting?
Is it like an
think it's just-
invisible coin? What
It's
the
just
fuck?
It's giving me a coin for just being frustrated.
It's like, oh yeah, you wanna speedrun this? Here you go, bitch.
Yeah, take this, bitch. Fuck you. You think you're funnier than Red Skelton? You can't even name something he said.
I certainly can. I don't know heard of this guy.
He's a funny comedian. I wish I could remember off the top of my head like some of his bits, but
Oh, Mitch Hedberg, we're funnier than him.
Mitch Hedberg is actually hilarious.
I love Mitch Hedberg.
And then funnier than Mitch Hedberg is Dimitri Martin.
Mmm.
No, I
Hot take.
I have this conversation with one of my buddies, Milky is what we call him. We both love Mitch Hedberg, but I claim that I think Dimitri Martin is funnier to me because he's
that's
more
fine.
relatable to me.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I don't think he's a funnier comedian, a better comedian even. I don't know, like how do you quantify that, right?
Yeah,
But-
sure. It's all subjective.
Exactly, but I like Dimitri Martin better because he's more, a lot of the things he says is more, what the exact word I just said.
Oh.
Is more relatable.
Yeah.
I did not have this kind of frustration with the first time we did this.
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess that's Mitch Hedberg's strength is more that he, like, says things that are, like, very ridiculous that you, like, almost can relate to. But, like, his whole thing is just, like, quippy one-liners that are, like, high at 4 a.m. thoughts, but, like, told in the best way possible.
Absolutely.
That man
Like,
has
yeah.
impeccable rhythm. Oh,
Oh yeah, I love Mitch Hedberg. Absolutely. Demetri Martin's my favorite comedian. He's hard to contest with in my mind.
I totally respect that. I I was actually on a road trip with our buddy Zach, and we were like talking about John Mulaney, who's one of my favorite comedians.
He's
and
phenomenal.
It was great. And I hadn't seen the new stand-up,
That's
and
great.
so we like started putting it on, and he had a joke about about being like really like problematic right now because of like all the like drug addiction stuff and him like divorcing his wife.
Yeah.
And him being like, yeah, well, isn't it wild that like I come back and like the whole like everything's kind of different, like things are different now, and like Bo Burnham, like all the kids like Bo Burnham now because he's like me but not problematic. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, it's so true because he's my other favorite.
So I haven't seen. Oh fuck! I didn't
jeez.
think that would come out. I haven't seen Bo Burnham's Inside.
Oh, see, yeah.
I was just gonna say, but Make Happy's like one of my favorites.
Make Happy, I think Make Happy was one of the most like subversive pieces of stand-up like in the past decade. I definitely think John Mulaney also like hits a similar mark in his own way. I don't think it's as like wildly experimental, but like you don't have to be like very creative and like taking comedy in a different direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but like Bo Burnham definitely is the fucking like king of stagecraft. Like he uses his stand-up sets like as a stage. He's like very good at understanding like how the stage like creates its own humor and stuff like that. Anyways, but Inside is like I hesitate to call it comedy because it's like really fucking depressing.
Interesting. I've heard everyone say it's freaking hilarious.
Oh, it's very funny, but like it's also like incredibly I don't know, like it's really dark in a way that is like kind of funny but also kind of like just really cathartic and like talks about the panic that like millennials especially feel towards like all the changes in the world that I guess were like exacerbated by COVID. But he like goes a lot into like climate change and the internet and like late stage capitalism, and it's just like this whole smorgasbord of like, wow, our whole world's kind of fucked up right now, and like the internet is just making it way more insane. And like kids are gonna grow up with this, and that's fucking terrifying.
Very much.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
it's
So
really
like,
good.
but it is hilarious too.
It's super funny.
Okay.
Like some of his songs in that are like the funniest that he's ever made.
I mean, I've already heard the Jeff Bezos song. Like
Oh, the Jeff
everybody's
Bezos
heard
one's
that.
great. Yeah. There's one where it's called How the World Works, and it's him with the puppet, and
Okay.
he's like doing this like really cute, like almost Mr. Rogers like tune about like how the world works. Like the birds like chirp and they like pollinate the flowers and this and that. And then he brings out the sock puppet, and the sock puppet's like, yeah, this is how the world works. Like lobbyists like fucking like send death squads into other countries, and that's how they like get like all of their like it's just a bunch of conspiracy shit that's like kind of true. And so you're just like, and like Bo Burnham's just like shutting up the sock puppet and be like, shut the fuck up. It's really funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably give that one a shot. Do you remember if we got any other stars in that world?
You got the Five Secrets. You got the Koopa guy. think that was it.
Yeah, I think so. I just can't remember.
Is there anything you got for like beating up the piranha plants? Am I making that up in my head?
No, that's the first one. I had already.
Oh, you got the
that at
first.
this
Okay,
point.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, don't worry.
That was last episode, but just not the last episode that we recorded.
right. Man, this is it's like some alternate universe shit.
Kind of a little alternate universe-y.
For us. For them, it's like, wow, these guys are from an alternate universe.
But so one thing I brought up earlier is I was like, we didn't do this last time, but there's one star I missed in here just because like we needed the metal cap, so I'm going back with the metal cap now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but
excuse me.
On our last recording, the one that disappeared, I'm like, man, I bummed that disappeared because I wanted to talk about the Pride Month and whatnot. That's the thing that's going on right now.
Oh, yeah, we had such a good thing about Pride Month. We were like, we had like a whole fucking like 20-minute uncut sex scene.
Yeah, you kissed a dude.
Well, yeah.
That it was crazy.
Right. I did more than just kiss him.
It was a whole dude. No,
it wasn't half a dude. It wasn't the disembodied torso of a man.
Yeah, because then you'd be bi. No, it was a whole dude.
It was a whole dude.
Yeah.
I
I wanted to bring it up to say, Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah, we're in the middle of it.
But like you also brought up a person that I wanted to look up myself, and I cannot remember what you said their name was, but it was the philosopher.
Yes, ContraPoints.
ContraPoints. Okay. So yeah. You saw me on them again because I cannot remember.
So they're like a philosophy channel. I got into her stuff. I think like just at the beginning of her transition, even. She's a trans woman who talks a lot about like the philosophy, or like a bunch of different philosophies, but especially like philosophy around gender studies and stuff like that, because it's a bit like important to her to understand that. But she like is an ex philosophy major. She like was going for her PhD, and then she was like, this shit's kind of boring. She like just started getting into making her own philosophy videos. And she just mostly talks about like, I don't know. There's like a lot of stuff. I think that the thing I quoted her on was how she wondered for a while if she felt like a man or a woman, and her answer was, I feel like a piece of shit.
That's the best. I love that.
I really vibe with that a lot.
Well, yeah. Like, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. I think like that's a very succinct way of like summarizing her whole stuff about like how exploring like how gender's kind of like fucking wild, and how we all kind of feel a little alienated by our own like struggle to like I guess make sense of our gender roles in a world where like those aren't strictly defined. Like there's this whole like very dumb movement right now where people are like, oh well, woman's defined as like this thing, and it's like, yeah, but that's like the dictionary definition that's hyper simplified, and there are so many like cisgender women that don't fit that that description. So it's like you can't really use that definition. Like there is no one single definition to encompass all men or all women.
No, that's not fair.
Right. Well, it just like is impossible. Right. Like like there's, I know, one trait is like of a man is like being a bit more muscular, having like being really tall, being like a caretaker, but they're like, or not a caretaker, like a provider, whereas like women are supposed to be the caretakers in like traditional standards. But like there's so many dudes who don't fit any of those bills.
Yeah.
They're still dudes.
Yeah,
and like
they deserve that term if they believe them as such.
Right. And it's like there are a bunch of cisgender men who, you know, like go against a lot of those norms. So like, there's no way to like really fit everyone into like a this is this thing, which I guess is like where gender as a spectrum kind of comes in. But anyways, yeah, I think she talks a lot about really cool stuff like that. She talks about like sexuality. She talks about how another thing I remember we talked about last episode is like how she like felt this pressure to be like a straight transgender woman, because like being trans and also being like gay just kind of makes things more difficult, and also like there's a pressure to act like traditionally feminine if you're trans woman, just because like you want to feel like you belong, but like that traditional thing also means like straight, so it's like, oh, I have to like dudes, but then she was like, oh, I don't like dudes. So
yeah, that's something I brought up before, and that's one of the reasons why that person stuck out in my mind when you were telling me about them. Is I was always like, man, it must suck to be a trans gay person. Like,
yeah,
it must be so hard to like nail down like, okay, I don't feel like the gender that I've been assigned. Why is that? Okay.
Yeah.
The roles don't make sense. Okay, but here's the weird thing is I still love the opposite gender of the gender that I was assigned. So what the hell?
Right.
Like, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Like I've always thought to myself, man, that must be the hardest thing to find out. And then when I brought that up, come to find out that this person has, you know, explained that exact same thing that I was thinking that whole time.
Yeah, totally. It's like, because like those are two separate issues that you're dealing with, but they're related, right?
Yeah.
Because
at least you feel like they're related because the society says as such.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like it feels related because we use those labels to like kind of refer to each other. Like if your gender identity kind of determines your sexual orientation in a way, like to some degree.
Yeah, to some degree. That's absolutely the way to put it.
Right. And that's a descriptive thing. I'm not saying like that's how it should be. It's just like that kind of is how it works right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether or not that's correct or not, I mean, that's not up to me to decide. I'd feel like it's not the way it should be, but you know, I can't decide that for society.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like some people are like, oh no, I would totally rather just have these labels. I mean, the simplicity of having those labels, I think, is why it's so like nice for people who have the privilege to ignore this stuff to like do it. Like I have the privilege to ignore it. I don't really stray too much from being like straight and cisgendered, so it's like yeah. But I think that like just because I don't have to think too hard about it to feel,
God damn it,
shit. Those little fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the fact that I don't have to think about it too much to feel normal is like something I recognize. It doesn't mean that like I shouldn't be like promoting thinking about it so that other people can feel normal, you know?
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing wrong. I mean, listen, everyone out there. Fuck, this is the wrong door. There is nothing wrong with questioning your gender or your sexual identity to come up with the answer that, oh, no, it's exactly what I thought it was from the beginning. Like, nothing has to change. I was just questioning, and turns out I'm right.
Exactly.
Nothing's wrong with that.
Questioning it doesn't make you any different. It just is like, like it's good to like think about it just in case. Like maybe there's something that is missing, like in my like way of thinking. Like maybe there's a way I can understand myself better. I think that's super cool. 100%.
And I'm of the camp where I'm like, I've questioned both my gender and my sexuality, and I haven't come up with an answer. I'm luckily am fortunate enough, privileged enough, I guess would be the right term, where like I've kind of decided I don't care. but like
Yeah.
it doesn't make me feel alienated that I don't care. So
Okay.
I may not be straight, and you know what? I'll be fine with that. And I may also not be a male because not all the things for male really fits me. But you know what?
Sure.
I'm lucky enough to be able to say, I don't know, and still
Yeah.
feel okay with myself.
Totally.
A lot of other people aren't that fortunate, and you know, if you're one of those people, I hope someday you can find a term, you can find something that you know fits for you.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's all like such a weird spectrum that like there's so many different things. Like, there are gender non-conforming people who like still, you know, identify as like man or woman, like in the binary, but they totally present as like opposite in their traits, or like as very different in traits. So like there are dudes who like look very feminine and like act very feminine, but they're still like, no, but I'm a man, like, and they're comfortable with that, and that's like super chill. And then it like that makes you really question, like, then what is it, you know, like
Yeah, what does it even mean?
What is any of it? Like, this is just kind of dumb, like the whole idea of gender, you know.
Yeah. That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
That's never an answer that I can personally claim I can figure out myself. That's something that I think a lot of people are gonna have to come together and figure out for everybody. And even then, I don't think it'll fit. I don't think you could ever find something that fits everybody.
No, yeah, and I think that's kind of like the point, I guess, is like
Damn it.
there isn't like a catch-all for everyone, so like just kind of let people figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Says Ghost Arcade.
Says, yeah, fuck yeah. Ghost Arcade says trans rights, and also all the other ones.
Gay rights, other rights. For Pride Month, I've been watching a lesbian anime that's actually really fucking good.
Oh, really?
It's called Bloom Into You,
Oh,
and I've
I've heard
been
of
loving
that.
it. Like, it's nailing this main character. Like, it's not a show where, like, oh, they just love each other, and this is really just to, you know, to appease someone's fetish. Like, it doesn't feel that way. Maybe if it was written that way, I can't tell for sure. But at least the writing itself feels like it's, like, trying to say something. Like, the main character has problems deciding, like, feelings of love in general.
Yeah.
And because of that, like, it's opened up for interesting dialogue on that. So
that's
I've
cool.
I've been loving it. I'm only 4 episodes in, so I cannot say whether or not it's actually a good or bad show. Okay, what am I even doing? Oh, okay, that's right. I got a star. I need to. Oh, that's right. That's right. The water. I remember when I made this crazy jump last time.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of what I was trying for.
I do remember that. That was really cool. You totally did it.
So I did.
Yeah.
I can play the footage if you fuck. I can play the footage if you need. Because I
That's
still have the
true.
footage at least. I just
That's
don't
a good point.
have, but
Yeah, you definitely didn't just spend like 5 hours after this session to like play that footage.
to create it as if it was original.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
So
But,
true.
Yeah, Bloom Into You. It's been very good so far.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to check that out.
If you would like to, I would agree. Honestly, more than that, if we're talking honestly like LGBT anime in general, Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady, phenomenal.
I'm not gonna watch that.
Phenomenal.
The shows that I watch have to have like 10 words or less. in
Okay,
their
so I
titles,
kind of hear you.
swear.
I kind of hear you, but I also kind of love the silly, stupid long ones.
Yeah.
Like honestly, it's like it's a graph for me. It's like a parabola. My interest for how short like the title is versus how long the title can be is on a parabola. There's a certain
Interesting.
point where like if it hits a certain length, it's like that is hilarious. I'm more interested than I ever would have been previously.
Yeah, like now I have to check this out.
Exactly. Like there's one I still haven't seen. I know nothing about it other than the name sounds ridiculous. It's called Death March to the Parallel World Rhapsody or something like that.
My God.
And I'm like, that sounds so amazing that I don't want anyone to tell me what it's about, but I
Yeah,
need
what
to
does it
watch
even
it.
mean, you know?
Right? I'm so interested. But no, genuinely, Magical Revolution, phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. The characters were great. The concept was interesting. The magic was really fun. It was only like 12 episodes. Very good. LGBT friendly. It was awesome.
Cool. Yeah. All right. If I can remember any of the name, then I'll give it a shot.
Honestly, Magical Revolution will probably do it for you.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
What you watch anything lately?
I guess like last time I said I watched Barry. It was really good. Watch
That's
Barry.
right. That's fucking A. Sell me on that again, because I forgot all about it.
Okay, so here's the premise.
Yeah.
There's a hitman. His name's Barry.
Barry Allen?
Close. Barry Berkman.
So not Barry Allen.
No, it's not at all. That wasn't even close, actually. I was just being nice.
So he doesn't have flash powers.
Do you want the Flash to be like a murderer?
He kind of is?
Oh, he's like a kidnapper. Is that too topical?
Perfect. I'm into it.
All right, cool.
I mean, how is he still the Flash? Can we all talk about that?
Straight up, I do not understand how the fuck
We're
like
talking about
DC
Ezra
didn't
Miller,
cancel
yeah.
any of this shit. Yeah, Ezra Miller, who's just like not a great person.
Apparently one of the worst of people.
Just a very like not good person. I mean, like, this isn't to excuse their actions or anything, but
No.
I think that they might have like some kind of personality stuff going on.
I could see that.
I think that might be what they
I feel like you have to be
Said.
going through as such to do something as crazy as that.
Yeah, like I remember what it was. They like kidnapped somebody
Multiple
in
people.
Hawaii. Multiple people? What?
From what I understand, it was
How is
multiple
one
people.
person? What the fuck?
It was different instances of multiple people.
That is the most wild shit that they're just going around hanging out. It's just like, hey, come see my movie. It's gonna be really good. It's got Michael Keaton. Just
Right? Like, and it feels like DC themselves is trying to distract us with that. Oh, we got Michael Keaton. It's like, how hard did you really have to try for Michael Keaton? Can we go back to the Ezra Miller shit?
Yeah,
we
that is
talk about
fucking
that again?
wild. Yeah, we're just gonna let this person just make like millions off this movie. Still, it's still gonna happen.
Did
Don't
you
worry about it.
hear? I can't remember who it was that said this sentence, but it's one of the most ridiculous sentences I've ever heard in my life. Someone who works on the movie genuinely said, "This movie is so good, it will make you forget about the shit Ezra Miller's done." That was a sentence that was said.
That's terrible.
Right?
What the fuck?
Why would you say something
Yeah,
like
this
that?
movie's so good. I completely forgive Ezra Miller. Let them be pardoned.
Kidnapping's not that bad.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4, a few times at least.
I mean, that's it. It was a good movie.
It was good. It was really good. But come on.
Do you remember if I got any other stars here?
I don't think you did. I'll
can't-
check on what the other star is.
Yeah, 'cause, like-
oh, actually, we'll go to next episode and then.
Oh,
I'll
that's
check
probably a good
into
idea.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next episode for the crazy crap that Ezra Miller's been up to.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Happy
Ezra
Pride
Miller.
Month.
Yeah, happy Pride Month to everyone except Ezra Miller.
Except Ezra Miller, even though
Ezra Miller should not be proud.
even though they do go by a they.
I was about to say, I think they are non-binary, but still.
But you could still be a bad person.
Yeah. They're not bad because of that. They're bad because.
No, well, that's what all I was saying. I was they were non-binary. I was like, oh, they suck then.
Oh shit!
Shit, kidnappings? That's no big deal. They want me to call them a term I use constantly, except for he, she. That's ridiculous.
It's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
How dare you?
Bye, everyone.